Hi, I'm eating buttery deep dish cheddar pork and potatoes hash, and this is just like comfort food. It's easy to make and it's just comforting to eat. It's delicious. It takes about 10 minutes. You just cook the potatoes and the onions same time. 10 minutes in the broiler, you're ready to go. And this is absolutely fantastic, not just by itself like this. Oh, actually, I haven't got no pork in there right now. There, let's get some pork in there too. Not just by itself like this, but also, this is a perfect side dish. We got Thanksgiving coming up. Perfect side dish for Thanksgiving. Perfect side dish at Christmas time. Have just a big pot of this, because we make it in the big pot, or you can make it in a large casserole dish or something like that. You can easily multiply the recipe for big families. Let's have a bite of this. Oh yeah, that's comforting. Let's go to the kitchen and make some right now. All right, so the ingredients we use are not too many, very simple. First of all, we have the potatoes, the main ingredient here, which is 2 pounds or 900 grams of potatoes, which have been scrubbed clean and then cut into about 1/2 inch or 12 millimeter size cubes. I want to keep them about even amounts so they cook evenly. Same here goes to the ham or barbecued pork. I have 1 pound of pork, and this has also been cut into about 1/2 inch cubes. This is not quite as critical. Over here I have 1 large onion that's been chopped. Here, 1/2 pound or 230 grams of cheddar cheese grated, 1/2 cup of butter. Yes, a full 1/2 cup of butter. This is going to make it delicious. And then we have here a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now over here I've got a bunch of water, liberally salted water. It's just come to a boil, so I'm going to take the lid off that. And the potatoes are going to go in there. Now those potatoes are going to cook about 8 to 10 minutes. We don't want to overcook them. We just want to make them a bit tender. So what I'll do, about the 8-minute mark, you just take a fork and check to see, if the fork is going in pretty easy, but not too easy. You don't want to just, it all falls apart. If the pork's going in pretty easy, then that's ready to go. Kind of an al dente stage. All right, same time as that's cooking, we're going to cook up the onions. So let's get this off of here. Do that there for now. And going to put the butter in there. Put that on medium heat. And going to melt that butter. So back in a minute, once that butter is melted. I'm just going to give the potatoes a stir here. Bring them back up to a boil. All right, guys. All right, so I sped up the melting of the butter by pushing it around a bit. Just keep riding it around the pan so it's hitting all the hot spots and you melt it quickly. That's ready to go. In goes the onion. And in goes the salt and pepper. And now we're going to cook that for 10 minutes. So nice and even. The potatoes and the onions are going to be ready about the same time. All right, see you in 10 minutes. All right, the potatoes have been cooked and drained, and these onions have been cooking for 10 minutes. And look at this. I mean, they've been basically stewing in butter. They are delicious. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in the pork just for about a minute. I just want to heat this pork up a bit because it's still cold, and we're just broiling this. So it's not like we're baking it for a long time. We're broiling this for 10 minutes. So I want to make sure these guys get a little heat before they go in that oven. The oven right now is just heating up, so it's ready to broil. All right, we'll be back in a minute, and then we're going to add in the potatoes and the cheese. All right, it's been about a minute, so we'll heat it up. We'll turn the heat off, take this off the heat altogether, and now I'm going to take the potatoes and just mix them into this lovely mixture here. All right, so that off to one side. And just kind of a little scoop and lift until you get it all nicely mixed up. All right, and then just even this out in the pot. Now remember, this is my heavy oven-proof pot. This is my cast iron. Any heavy oven-proof pot you want, something that you can stick under the broiler. All right, that looks good. And now, cheese goes on top. Make sure we get all that cheese. And just spread it out evenly. Perfect. All right, that is going to go into the broiler 10 minutes. See you then. All right, that's been 10 minutes under the broiler. Cheese is melted, starting to brown a little bit in some spots. It is perfect. Now, if you want it a little bit more brown, a little even more crispy on top, you can go another 1-2 minutes or so, but not any more than that. So let's put this off to the side so you can see better. Let's serve some of that up. All right, just dig in here. Get the potatoes, the pork, and the cheese. So some butter in here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's delicious. And you know what? My favorite part, whether I'm eating this or cheese fondue, especially I can eat cheese fondue. I grew up in Switzerland, always had cheese fondue in wintertime. And my favorite part was at the very bottom where it started to brown and stuck to the bottom of the pan. That was the treat at the end of the fondue. It's the same here. If you go around the edge here, you know, you pull off this. This is absolute heaven. Nothing like crispy cheese. All right, enjoy that. Comfort food. Now, if you go to the link up here on the screen, you can get the free printable recipe for buttery deep dish cheddar pork and potato hash on our website. This time, I'd also like to put out a big thank you to all of you who pitched in, jumped on board, and helped out by becoming patrons back in August and September. Without you, we probably wouldn't still be creating these cooking shows. So thank you very much. And anybody else who wants to become a patron, this is a great time. We've got lots of great videos on the Patreon feed for you. Cooking tech, all kinds of other stuff. Now, go print out the recipe. Have fun making and eating this delicious dish, and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.